something vague. A departure from LA that I almost did. Now I feel so free. Everything I wanted to be. Now please say the words myself on the wings of a nightingale. Before the motors fail, till as the head sail. Now I move out towards the rain to contemplate my place. They eat off of my plate, purging all the pain. Now I feel so free. Everything I wanted to be. Now please say the words myself on the wings of a nightingale. Before the moon turns pale, till as the head sails. What I thrust upon myself is business of my own. So won't you leave me alone? In the city you might find some things get overblown. Some folks regress all alone. Scrambling for pocket change is all we've ever known. You can lie to yourself in the morning, and they'd have no way to know. But you seem so tired of ignoring, just making sense of it all. find some things get overblown. Some folks regress all alone. Scrambling for pocket change is all we've ever known. It's like we're lying straight through our teeth, so another man can have his way. I'm understanding it's all you can eat, but some of us can't afford to pay. It's like we're lying straight through our teeth, so another man can have his way. I'm understanding it's all you can eat, but some of us can't afford to pay.
Well, hello everybody. How are we doing today? Hold on. Hold on. The set's a little outdated. I don't got that belt anymore. Wish I did. Should have that belt still. Shout out to fucking Psy for taking my goddamn belt. Hold on. Your eyes are deceiving you. Hold that thought. Where the fuck? Come on. Where'd you go? Come here. You know, it helps when you save the image. Really helps when you save that shit so you can actually pull it up and use it. I'm a professional streamer, I swear to God. Alright. There we go. Alright. There we are. Here's the new set, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on in. Hello. How is everybody doing? You know, Psy Office. I might have to go and think that's the person who stole. Sorry, I guess won my multimedia title off me. Welcome on in. How is the volume and everything? Can you hear me? Can you hear the music? Can you hear the vibes? Can you hear the clinking cans on my fucking desk as I drink multiple fucking Starrfuels? My can is stuck inside my cup. Hold on. Ah, fuck. I can't get it out. Ah, fuck it. Hold on. Yeah. Woo! But if the audio is all good, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started. First off, welcome to Broken Teeth Radio. You would have brought it with me to taunt you with, but I'm still in the middle of beating Griff's ass for it. Hey, if I can beat him for this little RAWF Superstars title I got right in front of me, you can beat him for the multimedia. Welcome on in, everybody. Today is the start of something very special. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing weekly editions of this little weekly news. I mean, the stream's called Weekly News. The video's going to be called Weekly News. You know what I mean. Big welcome on into both Psy and Hotshot Chaz. If you take a look at the hotel around me, this is my, this is where I go when I need to record some radio sessions here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know, it's a nice little hotel. That's definitely Grand Rapids, Michigan in the background and not another city. Don't worry about it. Got all my essentials in here. I got my 2 RAWF title belts. I got my little figurines of past co-hosts and guests on the show. And I have 3 Starrfuels, which are currently pumping me full of a lot of caffeine. I mean, a tremendous amount of caffeine. Y'all just want to take a guess at how much caffeine I have ingested in the past, 3 hours just getting ready for this fucking show? Oh, my God. So much. In fact, let me pull up the ad, do a little ad plug here for Starrfuel. AF James may be gone and enjoying vacation right now, but I have taken over operations of Starrfuel, which means I can show off Extreme and Nuatak Itog, the newest Starrfuel flavor, ladies and gentlemen. You know what this tastes like? It tastes fucking great. You need it. You need it in your bones right now. And keep an eye out for new Starrfuel flavors coming soon, funded by, promoted by, you see him right here, the Extreme Enigma. But enough of that. Let's get into the actual... If I can click on the damn... There we go. Let's get into the actual news here, ladies and gentlemen. Because we got news. We got a bunch of fucking news. We're going to be covering USL, company news, general woo news, the whole 9 yards. So, let's get into it. Let's start off with USL, the Unstoppable Stable League. So, Season 802's championship match, as of the time of writing, which was last night, because I meant to go live last night, is still underway between Asian Domination and Knockout Kings, with Asian Domination getting 2 wins via Dev PC and Big Papa, while Knockout Kings, what the fuck? KOK got a win with Magnificent Michael over Kenta. Season 803's top 6 stables right now, as of last night, were Dirty White Boys with a 9-1 record, Legacy Reloaded at 9-0, Buckshot's Badasses at 10-1, Asian Domination at 10-0, Ultraverse at 11-1, and of course Punitive Ensemble at 13-0. Time will tell which of these, there could be a different group altogether that goes to the championship round, but it's usually, midway through the week, you see these names up there, and you can kind of tell who's going to be going into the championship match there. My current money, I predicting Ultraverse versus Punitive Ensemble. Asian Domination has had a good few weeks here, but we're due for, I think, Punitive to be back in the championship race. Speaking of USL news, it seems like DGA, the Dangerous German Alliance, is back, with DGA Reloaded, currently being led by The Undertaker, with Stiffy, Rock Racer, Ole Ostrin, John Moneymaker, and Starshot. I think this is the second time that an attempt has been made at a modern DGA run, in the sense of, I would say, modern USL being 650 and up. But this one seems to be a lot more prevalent, a lot more possible, a lot more. We'll see them next week, as a lot of people have made the jump from Rise of the Foot Soldiers to this new DGA stable. So, time will tell. I haven't been around for as long as, a lot of people in this game, of course. I just wasn't around for the glory days of USL, a lot of people would say, where DGA was just running the fucking place. When it was people like, of course, the Perfect German and other people just constantly running amok. So if we can get a modern example of that, I think that'd be really cool. I'd love to be able to witness firsthand the power of the Dangerous Germans. Moving on from USL news to WUE news. Round 3 is underway with the following matches currently in progress. We have Mrs. Brew versus Cyrus, Big Papa versus Titan, Billy Badass versus The Undertaker, MTC versus Hotshot Chaz, Paragon of Greatness defeated Natalia Nitro, Simply the Best versus Concrete Crusher, La Legend, don't know who the fuck that is, versus Juan Solo, Wolfie versus Hawkster, Quadruple A versus Little Guy, Menzino versus Des Bryan, Tiggs versus Crazy Serb, Daniel Starr versus Erie, Flight Risk versus DVT, Jobu versus Lord Amadeus, Minifay defeated Roger the Pirate, and Xanthia versus Psychotic Rage. The next round, if I did my math right, will be down to either 18 or 16. Math is hard when you have a lot of caffeine rolling through your system. Looking at who's currently in the race, my final 4 in my head, I'm predicting probably Cyrus, Juan Solo, Des Bryan, and Daniel Starr. I would love to see someone who has either not won it more than once or has not won it at all win it all. That'd be really cool. It'd be fucking great. I still don't get how you aren't dead drinking that Starrfuel crap. Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's pure spite. Oh, we got breaking news from Hotshot Chaz. Ladies and gentlemen, Hotshot Chaz has defeated MTC to advance, which, if I'm looking at the bracket correctly, means that Hotshot Chaz will be facing Paragon of Greatness in round 4. That's going to be a very good matchup. I mean, these two have fought each other time and time again, and of course, the big company we all know and love, RAWF. Either one could win that match there. Both celebrated champions, specifically under the Platinum Dragon category. I'm looking forward to that face-off. We're going to move on now from WUE news to UEW news. Looking at the past week or so of UEW matches, we saw the following matches take place for the Unstoppable World title, or the Instajobber title, if you like to be pessimistic. SG Gibson defended against Chris Cardoso. Half Nelson won it from Gibson. Chev won it from Nelson before defending against Revelation and Nelson. Then Revelation beat Chev for the title, who then defended it against Tiggs, lost it to Strangleheart, and currently, as of writing last night, Strangleheart is defending against Revelation. The top 10 is currently in order. I think this hasn't changed in years at all. It's Axe Edge, Roger the Pirate, Tiggs, Revelation, Strangleheart, La Capone, Chev, Big Papa, SG Gibson, and Slow-Mo. I'll be keeping a hard copy of the top 25 to know and add new names or otherwise notable shakeups when I do the shows. Besides that top 10, here's who else makes up that wonderful title contention area, going from 11 to 25. Denzel the Giant, Half Nelson, Italiano, Chris Cardoso, El Gallo Fox, Anthony Patrick, Sean Hurd, Rancor, Papa Shaker, Heavy D, Mad Cow, Voluptuous Fowl, Dr. Kent, Uber Vegan, and Funk Dog. This is a bit of LCW news, but I will be noting it here all the same. In Legacy Championship Wrestling, I'm going to be soon holding another edition of the Who's in Control Cup, with the goal being winning UEW matches or Insta matches for coins and or bucks as a prize. I like to run these every so often to hopefully, shake up the rankings a little bit for UEW. It just make it a little more interesting, because we do see a lot of the same matches over and over. There's a reason that Axe Edge is, 100-plus time Insta match UEW World Champion. We love a dominant champion, but I want to see some new names in there. So that's why I do the Who's in Control Cups. I believe this will be the 3rd edition. We'll get into more LCW news later on, though. Now moving on to some company news, we have RAWF. Tropical Aggression is well underway, with early title match results being Aaron McFadden beating Strangleheart to retain the Champion's Choice title in a how else could it have ended match. Ken Costa getting a huge win over DW to retain the Midnight Hobo title. There's still plenty of matches going on, including, of course, the big ones, including a very slow start to the World Heavyweight title collision between Blake Bradley and Paragon of Greatness. Since I wrote the initial script, Teflon Sheik has successfully defended the Fubar City belt, and Michael Brewer has beaten Hotshot Jazz to keep the men's title in his possession. Here's a loose promotion. There will be more news like this, of course, talked about this Saturday on After Hours, hosted by Lord Amadeus and Al Vakins. Be sure to tune in there. Also going on in RAWF, we have the RFC division, the Radical Fighting Championship, organized by Griffith, with just a few spots left over for those wanting to test their mettle. This is one of my favorite divisions for the rules and idea of it all, turning the typical wrestling thing in on itself with a more focused edge for pure MMA fights. I have come up top 3, second place, pretty much every single time this event has run, but I have so much fun regardless. I mean, a restricted moveset, having to think, having to build a story that's not just a wrestling story, it's a great time. And it heralds to Griff's time when he was a High Voltage GM. Speaking of High Voltage, it is fully underway as well, seemingly with no wins quite yet, but one of the most competitive groups I've seen in a minute. We have Chris Cage, MTC, Denzel the Giant, DW, Mark Caliber, Jur, Natalia Nitro, and myself. I don't believe anyone besides Chris Cage has won High Voltage before, but I will happily be corrected. This would be my 3rd time winning a season if that happens. Hey, winning the High Voltage for a 3rd time's the charm. Maybe this time I could actually beat Cage for the fucking belts. Ugh. Shit, I spilled my drink. Thank you, Maeve. There are indeed 4 slots left in the Radical Fighting Championship. If you're in RAWF and you have yet to sign up, please do go sign up. It's very fun. Also, welcome in, Maeve. As a side note, during the initial news segments here, it will be just me, but if you are in my Discord, which you can access by hitting the !point links button or just asking me for an invite to the Discord, you can actually get in here with me. Get in here on the radio, we'll talk some shit, have some fun, the usual. You should get into High Voltage side. It is very fun. It is so fun, but you got to actually fucking talk. I try to be impartial when speaking to certain degrees as an RAWF GM, which I kind of am right now, but Yeah, MTC fucking sucks at this shit. MTC hasn't said a fucking word in high voltage. I get it. Not everybody wants to write a fucking novel, but MTC, use your fucking mouth. Shit. Welcome in, Kicker. Moving on from that tirade. We are moving on to WUHQ news. No tourneys have been won in the last week, but currently running are the No Bag 5 in round 2, July subscribers in the quarterfinals, Coin 1, which is about to go to round 3, and Default 5, which is in round 3. There are lots of names, so I won't be dropping them all because this is the company for Wrestler Unstoppable. This is where all people in Wrestler Unstoppable should be, arguably above RAWF. You should be in WUHQ so you can keep up to date, know what's going on, enter the cool tournaments, so on and so forth. I'm also going to give a shout out to the people who have won tournaments so far in WUHQ. Natalia Nitro, Minife, Murapara Madness, Mace, and Sean Hurd have won one tournament each. El Perfecto, Nahhouse Fargo, and Erie have won 2 tournaments each. Then Mr. Millionaire and Tramaris have won 4 tournaments each. So big congrats, especially to Tramaris and Mr. Millionaire. Yeah, exactly. If you message Will COO in-game, message Will COO, say, hey, I want to join WHQ, but I don't have a slot. They will work with you to give you the bucks needed for that slot. Just don't be a piece of shit. Say you need like $300, then use the $300 for something else. Don't be a fucking dickhead. Dickhead. Writing struggles is still a thing for me, Sai. Sai, you gotta lock in. You know what you need, Sai. You know what you need to just really kick into gear and make sure you have the energy you need. Starrfuel. You need Starrfuel in your life. Starrfuel energy. Now at a Wrestler Unstoppable event near you. Aren't I a treat? All right, moving on to more company news. Let's talk about Faction X Wrestling. Kicker has another great event going on over at Faction X Wrestling where you're meant to make a 4-man team and fight for glory as a unit. That's one of the reasons why I want to have a decent rivalry with you, Maeve. You're a writer, you're a poet, and you fucking know it. You got confidence. You're not afraid to tell me I fucking suck. That's the type of opponent I need. Back to FXW, signups are until the 14th of September, and there's already quite a few big names and teams in there. I already got sober from alcohol. I don't need to get addicted to Starrfuel. Do it. Do it. You won't. But looking at some of the teams we have so far, we have Asian Domination 2.0, consisting of Big Papa, Mr. Millionaire, Devilish PC, and Kenta. And a team headed up by the man behind the world's biggest news a couple weeks ago, Claymore, who heads up the Hose, comprised of the big man himself, Jobu, Lightning Leanne, and myself, the Extreme Enigma. Go get some friends or find some solo searchers and get involved. Just grab a couple random fucking people or join Maeve's team, Black Irish. They need a 4th member. Maeve, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean you need a 4th member? You, Griff, Scythe, Mancunian. That's a 4-person right there. Fucking do it. Get him. Whichever the 4th one of you isn't involved, get him in there. God damn. Black Irish is a fucking gift to the wrestling world. Straight up. While we're on the topic of a big ol' return, let's get that out of the way, because I know some people have some strong opinions about Clay. Claymore, for House of Esoterica News, is currently running 2 events in HOE. He has started signups for the Strong Style Scramble. FXW does rock. Thank you, Kicker. He has started signups for the Strong Style Scramble in HOE, an event featuring an initial double RR for points before 12 rounds begin. The concept has a real interesting twist as well. Wins in the 12 rounds allow you to steal half of your opponent's points, meaning you could coast for a while and just yoink the number 1 guy's points halfway. This is sure to be interesting, show some surprises, and of course, piss people off. All the makings of a good event, if you ask me. The final prizes will be a portion of 5 million coins, a shiny title, and a shot at the world title in House of Esoterica. Also being run by Big Masky, Wipeout, an ongoing event initially kicked off by Vex earlier in the year, is an event focused on winning Holy Grail points. Basically building up your legacy in the company's annals, anals, all that. Get a streak going and you win big, lose a match and it's all fucked. The setup to this is basically every match you win earns you a Holy Grail point, and you can either bank those or keep building up a streak and gain more and more. Really interesting. I love the idea of the Holy Grail system. It's a deeper thing within a company. That it's kind of like how, I don't know which came first, the Holy Grail system in House of Esoterica or WU Ultimate Fighter's point system. Both kind of similar, kind of different, both very fun. Finally, for HOE, I am currently running Codebreaker, which has 5 clues out, and will switch soon switch into Phase 2. If you don't know what Codebreaker is an event where you don't have to wrestle a single fucking match. You just have to simply decipher a code. Now, the clues so far have been just questions I put out into the scene. Quite a few people have tried and failed. A lot of people have seemingly given up. I will be switching how things work for the next set of clues, because the original event worked where each clue would lead you to the next one, and I realized that if I just put out the clue at like 2 a.m. on a Wednesday, whoever's awake at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday is going to look at that and probably be the first one to get it. So, for the final 5 clues for Codebreaker, I will have it to where it runs more similarly to the original event. Final prizes include 1 million coins, 10 Holy Grail points, and the Codebreaker title along with a world title shot. Now let's move on to Live American Wrestling. Over in Live American Wrestling, or LAW, Badass Billy is hosting a Gold Rush event where you'll fight one-on-one matches to defend your gold claim, earning 10 wrestler bucks per victory. If you lose a match, your gold is gone and you have to pay $50K in coins to get back in. The event kicks off on September 11th, so get in while you can. Also in LAW, their unique episode format continues to run, and I just have to give Kicker a shout out for her formatting and general presentation. This is one of the most interesting ways I've seen weekly or semi-weekly shows done, and it looks good while coming across as easy to understand. It's just, I enjoy weekly show formats that aren't just, you know, a line of matches. I'm guilty of just putting out a line of matches, maybe an initial commentary bit. The way that Kicker does it is not the world's first version of doing something like that, but it is very well done. Moving on to my own company, you do have a great team, Kicker. Hey, you should come and join the LCW GM team, of course, with Maeve's okay, because Maeve is everything but the co-owner for Legacy Championship Wrestling. Sai, you too. We gotta get you fucking GMing. We gotta get both of you. Come on, please. Please. I need someone to run weekly shows, please. Speaking of Legacy Championship Wrestling, let's talk about some LCW news. We just had the Empire of Dirt pay-per-view where Michael Brewer has won the #1 Contenders Battle Royal, and we'll be moving on to a World Heavyweight Championship match later this month, more than likely happening at Legacy of Heroes, a collaborative pay-per-view with Fate Wrestling Federation. You already have enough work for doing tournaments for Law, yeah. Also, yes, please, people, sign up in Legacy Championship Wrestling for Hotshot Chaz's Workhorse Division. It is a concept that's probably not unique, but I came up with about a year ago. You fight in a best-of-5 series of matches. Whoever wins the, 3 or more matches gets the Workhorse title. I think it's pretty fun. It's a good way to just, shake off some cobwebs. Worst case, you got 5 matches to blow fails out of the water. In addition to the Workhorse division, we also have the King of the Mountain division. If you have a title in Legacy Championship Wrestling, you can join Natalia Nitro's King of the Mountain division. Champions only. It's kind of like an ultimate gauntlet specifically for people who have title gold. Back to Legacy Champion, of course, Legacy Champion. Back to Empire of Dirt news and such. With Michael Brewer winning that #1 Contenders Battle Royal, we technically have part of the main event for Glory Festival in October set. Because either Michael Brewer, if he goes on to win the World Championship match that he has earned a shot for, Denzel the Giant, who has cashed in his contract for the World Heavyweight Championship, Arachnia, who is the current champion and who is being cashed on by Denzel, one of those 3 will be one half of Glory Festival's main event of main events next month. We will talk more about Glory Festival later on in the show, but it's basically the Bound for Glory event that I've held the last 2 years, if you know of those events. In other title news for LCW, we have Erie successfully defending the Reaction title. Michael Brewer defeating Griffith Davian to win the Royal title. Hotshot Chaz defending the $1 million title. Natalia Nitro beat Cyrus for the Nitrous title. The Extreme Enigma defended the X Division title against 2 opponents in one night. Chris Cage defended the Holy Roller and Immortal titles. Prince defended the Dead as Fuck title, and Mark Caliber defended the Crossover title. Empire of Dirt is essentially all wrapped up, and we'll be heading to Legacy of Heroes later this month in September, a collaboration with Tiger Red Hood and his company Fate Wrestling Federation. In the past, this pre-Glory event has seen plenty of title changes, including the World Heavyweight title itself, assuring that the main event of Bound for Glory, or as it's now known, Glory Festival, is sure to be very interesting. Now for some news that some of you in chat will be very happy to hear about. I want to listen in very carefully. A new division, or rather, a new version of the division is coming to Legacy Championship Wrestling. The Rising Star division is being revised. Before, it was just a general, if you're new, you're here sort of thing, but now it has more specifics attached. Any new wrestler will, of course, be put into the division, but so will people who may not have exactly had their big moment yet in the company. Think of NXT. For example, you might be big somewhere else, but in LCW, you're new blood or you're somebody who needs to get their feet wet a little bit more. And I have 15 names who are being put into the Rising Star division. We're starting with 15 names. There might be more added, but these 15 will be starting things off and are currently slotted in the division in the company. But here is the initial Rising Star class. We have Psy, Claymore, Starlight, Mystic Maniac, Reno, Devilish PC, Outlaw Jack, Hobo Ezekiel, Raging Fire, Garikoth, Maximum Pain, El Fox Gaio, Firestorm, Ahmed the Egyptian, and Roger the Pirate. Now, multiple things will happen with the Rising Star division. It will have a dedicated scene. There will be the occasional RR. There will be ways for you to not only excel within the Rising Star division, but move on and, of course, get out of the Rising Star division. Because while it's nice to be able to fight specifically for a title, the higher up in the company you are, you gotta leave that world behind. The Rising Star division will be focused on opportunities for those less fortunate. I mean, I'm going to get my big moment when I win the Glory Series. Hey, the Glory Series is also going to be receiving its next round and points update later today. Thank you for that reminder, Sai. But moving on from LCW now, we have Bad Company Wrestling news. BCW Caged Heat is coming this weekend from Bad Company Wrestling, featuring a main event of Sassy Applebee's defending the company's top belt against BVT. We will also see Jur and Big Papa fighting over the Lethal Lottery Championship, Scythe vs. Sassy in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and many other matches. A lot of different match types and stipulations, even a match with some wrestler bucks on the line. It's a very cool setup going into this, and I'm looking forward to see how it all goes down. Hold on, I just opened my phone and 15 different fucking notifications hit me all at once. Go away. Get out of my phone. Go away. The monthly edition BCW Bookie has also had the match results come through, and it seems like there's going to be a few names in the title match, as a few people had the results identically picked out. Moral of the story, Clash in Paris was way too predictable. Moving on to No Mercy Wrestling news, NMW's Out for Blood pay-per-view is this upcoming Sunday, with Chris Cage defending the World Championship in the main event, presumably against me, given how loud and obnoxious I've been, and given how I just won the 14-year anniversary tournament and walked away with 14 million shiny fucking coins. Other confirmed matches are mainly from the Reprisal brand, including Menzino defending the Asian title against King Crypto, Gina Honeypot getting a shot at Arachnea's K-Rock Memorial title, Natalia Nitro defending the People's title against Scythe, and Psy facing Agent of Hate for the Hardcore Championship. Moving on to some Fate Wrestling Federation news, we have Wednesday Night Fighting Spirits. The weekly show has returned to the weekly schedule. This is a weekly round robin that features a 3-day timer, 1 match, 1 chance to move up in the rankings, a pinfall win or whatever type of win may have you. That will net you 3 points. If you promo, you get 2 points. And I mean an actual promo, not just saying I'm here or in or sign me up. Drop a fucking promo. This culminates in a season when it ends, the top-ranking individuals will get shots at title belts such as the Fate Grail World title, the Fuyuki War Deathmatch title, the Grand Avenger, and, of course, others. We are also due to receive the newest class of Throne of Heroes, aka FWF's version of the Hall of Fame, with some possible names being the likes of Johnny Mayhem, Mithras, Ken Costa, and other people. Personally, I would put money on Mr. Mac also being inducted, but time will tell. 5-star pro wrestling news, we have a very quick little addition. The company is currently undergoing a light revival with the addition of Jigs to the GM team, as well as some new faces making their way into the folds. Mike Madison, after returning a few months ago, has also successfully defended the World Heavyweight Championship against the owner, Damian Payne, and he will be looking to welcome the new class in due time. I'm going to take a quick second to take a drink of my little drink. Sai, as a neutral party, I'd like to get your opinion on No Mercy Wrestling. How do you feel about the company? I eagerly await your answer as I quickly check the feed and see if anything is going on. Who messaged me? Oh, there we go. Going forward, let's pick up some quick news from companies such as British Brawlers Association. See if there's been any title changes within the last week. We have, there's like no changes, but we do have some successful defenses. British Brawlers Association being ran by, of course, Uber Vegan with GMs such as Sir Archibald Grimthorpe. All right, looking at it, we have Conk defeating Badass Billy to hold the Fusion World title. Raven the Enchanted defeating Jigs to win the Ladies Television title. Mr. Millionaire defeating Arachne to hold the Britannia Brawl for All title. The Loaded Television title being defended by Cyrus over Little Miss Sassy. And Dr. Kent defending that Fusion Hardcore title against The Undertaker. Don't really have much opinion on it. TBH, I've been there off and on for years since my noob days. That's fair. It's better to have a company that you have a loose association with than just a company that you're just in for no reason. Let's drift over to World Facebook Wrestling. That being ran by Mr. Relic Reed. Another big return that happened earlier in the year that not many people would have expected. I mean, who could have predicted that Relic Reed would come back to Wrestler Unstoppable? We got a couple interesting things to mark here, such as Miss Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon Alejandro Ricardo Ramirez III winning the Kelly's Pub Bouncer title off of Mike Steele Jr. Let's see if there's anything else in here. We also have Michael Brewer defeating Buck Cock the Boss to hold the WFW Chaos King title. Some good results there. I highly recommend World Facebook Wrestling, a classic company. Been around for a long time. Recently revived, like I said, and just got a very solid roster. Next up, we have Hart Dynasty Wrestling Federation, a little more of a light, low-key company. I still enjoy it very much. There have been quite a few title results lately. I highly recommend this company for the sheer, the volume that you receive title matches, that you receive chances to shine. It's very easy to advance in, but it's hard to master. World Heavyweight Champion Pennywise has defended the title successfully. We have Super Geek Jimmy Shays defeating Big Nasty Bob to win that television title. Miss Cassie Carnage is the new Heart Knocks champion. Craig the Raid is the new King of Hearts champion. And Hotshot Chaz, 47 minutes ago, has been installed as a unified North American champion. So big ups to Hotshot Chaz. Next up, we have WU Ultimate Fighter, WUF, hosted by Natalia Nitro. We have the pay-per-view going on right now with quite a few interesting title matches happening. Luscious Van Luscious has defeated Sean Hurd to win the WUF Fighting Spirit title. I can't speak today. Too many Starfuels. The Extreme Enigma, myself, has defeated Silver Cougar Knight to win the WUF Cage Rage Championship. Mr. Millionaire successfully defended the Bragger of all Braggers title against Denzel the Giant. Anything else fun? Mr. Millionaire defeated Allie Knight to win the Fight Night Championship. And, of course, there's always 1,000,001 tourneys going on in WUF. If you need a company to just sort of keep yourself on your toes, a company where you have something constantly going on and you can constantly get matches, multiple different kinds of matches, mind you, I highly recommend WUF. Stretching. Oh, God. Whew. Good stretch. I've been a part of WUF for years now. I actually GM'd a show briefly there called WUF Octagon. It's a very fun time. Natalia Nitro is one of the hardest working GMs in WU right now. Exactly. WUF Network, good stuff. I'm currently on a journey to win the silver title for the first time and complete the sort of, I guess, the quartet of membership titles, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. God willing, I can get that fucking title before my eventual, quote-unquote, retirement. Is this a retirement scene? I think you GM'd a season of Dodgeball there a while back. Oh, that's very fun. Yeah, I did briefly talk about BB-8. Grimthorpe is very interesting as a GM. I haven't really been paying too much personal attention to BB-8, much to my own chagrin. I mean, I've been holding the... Is this a retirement show? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, is this a retirement show? Fuck's sake. Yeah, it's funny. I've been the 6-man tag champion for probably half a year with Jobu and Larry. Where has Larry been? I think Kaiju Fatu ate Larry. I don't know where he is, and I'm scared. It's going to be a 2-man defense of that title belt. Well, those title belts when we finally get to defend the goddamn things. It's going to be me and Jobu next to a fucking corpse. Kaiju's going to come out and burp out the bones. What the fuck? But that really wraps up most of the company news. Chat out there. Kicker, Psy, Hotshot Chaz. You guys have anything you would like to get talked about here on the show? We're not quite like RAWF After Hours. We don't have a solid format. We don't got a whole lot of focus. We're here to fuck around. We're here to have a little fun. Breathe some new life into the weekly radio shows. Oh, hold on. I'm getting word. There's only one weekly radio show, but now there could be 2 with Broken Teeth Radio, baby. What? Let me tell you, the only thing that even makes me able to do a radio show is these Starfuels right the fuck here. Si's got nada. You got my fucking multimedia title. That's what you fucking got. Here's a real question. Whenever I hear your music, I just turn the channel and I get mad. Do you still have my custom belt, or did you just go back to using the old design? My custom green belt? My shiny green belts? You still have that, you fucker? What'd you do with it? If you say you melted it down into like a gold ring or something, I'm going to find you backstage. I'm going to break your kneecaps. Yeah, and you ain't taking it from me? God motherfucking damn. Tell you what side. This ain't RWF.
I'm gonna call you out like it's RAWF. I've got a shiny belt. You'll probably have a shiny belt.
I don't know where I'm going for that. I could make a challenge. This ain't After Hours. It holds no weight. I'm going to have to remember said challenge, not only this upcoming Saturday, but when the new rankings drop. You think I have that much of a memory? You think I'm that smart? You think I'm smart enough to remember shit? Thank God you're not that gaudy and melt down a belt into jewelry. That shit would fucking suck. Yeah, I took this big-ass championship title. It's a fucking ring now. No, it's a thimble. I made a thimble. Fuck you. Even if you dropped a challenge yourself to get past Griff first. I believe in you. I believe in Psy. Say her name and she appears. I believe in Psy Hendry. D's kicking your ass. Yeah, that's the funny thing. You got 2 belts that I want. You got 2 fucking titles that I want. I want my multimedia baby back, and I want that goddamn baby back ribs, and I want that fucking estrogen title. I was so close last time. The last Biatch of the Month tournament, I was so fucking close. I was right there on the edge. Hey, Peter, I was right there on the edge. That was some bullshit. Quit being so. You're starting to sound like me last year. All these title shots and challenges. Real talk, I'm just glad to see somebody else going forth with as much chutzpah as I myself go forth with. Because I talk a lot of shit. I'm like, I'm the best. I'm like, I'm the loudest. But really, a lot of the time I am. But we got people like you actually backing up what you say, backing up what you do. This is what I like to see. More people who aren't fucking afraid to get down and dig their feet into the fucking ground, stand their ground, and say, hey, give me that. That's what I love about RAWF. I do think RAWF has undisputably the biggest GM team, even if you count people who just like come around like every once in a while. Is there another company that has like how many? Hold on, we got me, Maeve, LA, Unstoppabot, Paragon, Griffith, Psycho Girl, when she exists, the Razor. That's 8 people right there. What the fuck? Maybe I should issue challenges. I mean, I granted 2 for Platinum Dragon. Dude, Chaz, yes, please. Throw out some challenges. Please. Hey, the good thing about the Immortal is he hits just hard enough to just hurt you a lot and not kill you. That's what Centuries of Experience does, baby. Just enough to maim you. Let's take some votes here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at some of the title matches still going on right now in RAWF. And let's do some predictions. I'm starting to sound like a feminine Triple H, Stephanie. Anyways, start off the big one. World Heavyweight Championship, Paragon. Blake Bradley, who do you think is walking away with the big gold belt that we all want around our waist? I hate to say it. It pisses me off to say it. But I think Blake Bradley might actually be able to beat Big Purple for this belt. It's possible. It's very possible. Blake, no question. Well, you don't fucking count, Cy. You're an elevated cuck. Go. Shoot. Banned. Oh, Chaz is even saying Blake. Okay, cool. I like that. We got 3 votes for Blake. Kicker. What do you say? That's the bad thing about the Elevated Society. I am one of the biggest haters of the Elevated Society. How about you elevate some fucking bitches? But like you fuckers are unfortunately good at what you do. You keep talking like that and I won't give you any title matches. What the fuck? Man, he's my stable boss, so shit. All right, Blake all around. Yeah, Paragon is a beast. He is another immortal, centuries old, once upon a time born of greatness. Look at me now, Paragon of title matches. It's impossible to bet against him, but hey, every now and then. You should be thanking me. I elevated you plenty, Enigma. Is that a fucking innuendo? What are you elevating over there? No, yeah, you have beat me plenty of times. I'm not happy about it. Kind of pissed about it. But I can't deny you have beaten me. You beat me for the multimedia title. You've beaten me in the Biatch of the Month tournament. But there's one thing I'm good at in RAWF. It is making random comebacks that make no fucking sense and overcoming the odds in impossible ways. Fuck, look what I did to Griffith. What the fuck was that about? How did I beat Griffith? Spite. It was spite. You also retained a Triple Crown title against me? Yeah, you sure did. The smoker's cough is back after years of not smoking. Yeah, man, this elevated shit. This elevated society stuff is just making me sad and depressed. Let's do some predictions for another title match currently going on. The Tag Team Championships, Desaad and DeGiant versus Crown Control. I'll be the first to admit, I'm currently laying in the middle of the ring. My bones hurt. Denzel and Marquis Desaad fucked my shit up turn 1, and I gotta mount a comeback. What blows me out of the water, though, They got a love boost from Chev. Well, a Marquis got a love boost. Like, okay, yeah, he lost some health there. Yeah, that's fine. Cool, get that LB. If you got him, send him. But why the fuck did Tight Anus, give a love boost to fucking Denzel when he's at full health? What picture of Titanus the Almighty does Denzel have locked away in a drawer that he was able to bribe him so heavily with? A love boost at full health. I've never seen a love boost at full health. That was just a middle finger. A giant, meaty Asian middle finger because Denzel's a giant, big, meaty Asian man. What the fuck? At a certain point, I can't even be mad about that because that's strategy to the T. That's big energy. Just kidding. I'm still fucking pissed about it. Hey, fun fact. I'm on a few Discord servers where they send out notifications when I go live. They just went out. I've been streaming for almost an hour, and the notifications just went out less than a minute ago. Tecnología, Dios no ha abandonado. Let's move on from RWF right now. I keep seeing the same people company to company. I see Conk, Cyrus, Michael Brewer. What? Hot Shot Trails. What? We're all in the same companies. I don't quite see many people going to different companies, going to smaller companies, going to places that have maybe 5 active people, and they're the same fucking person on 5 different accounts. What makes you guys, 5 matches a week with Brewer, right? Like, what makes you guys look at a company and go, that's the one I want to get in? Like, let's put aside the fact that, like, maybe you don't want a lot of matches. Let's put that aside. Let's say you're looking for a company actively. What makes you want to join a company? This is half curiosity, half me being a company owner saying, hey, what do I got to do to get people to join Legacy Championship Wrestling? I say as all 3 of you are in it. Because, like, me personally, I look for, at this stage of my career, even though as I'm about to hit the dusty trail, kind of technically shut up, I look for unique companies. Either there's something unique going on or there's a unique roster. I love me some fucking jobbers. That shit's Keno. That's why I joined Fate Wrestling Federation back in the day. The only big name in FWF back in the day was fucking Mithras, but Mithras is everywhere. Nothing too many as is generally a good owner, not a cluttered homepage, not a company that has hundreds of worthless titles. Agreed. Hey, I'll admit, LCW has a fuck ton of titles, but I try to make them mean something. I think I did a count one day. We have like 50 fucking titles. The fuck am I supposed to do with all that? I've done my best to, like, put them into 2 shows, make some awards. There are 2 Money in the Bank titles. Like, I'm doing my goddamn best. Recently rejoined Heart Dynasty. Yeah, you just took a fucking title belt from me, you fucker. No, I'm kidding. Heart Dynasty is really fun. That's a good example of, not in a bad way, just how it is. Like, jobbers and smaller names thriving. Craig the Raid. I thought he retired. I saw Craig the Raid over in HDWF, and I was like, holy fuck! He's alive! Ah, see? Give you guys a little throwback real quick. Who remembers old companies like EWE, OWN? Those were the shit. Random whims keeps you in the company? That's fair, yeah. There's some days where I just suddenly don't feel a company. Like, I didn't feel No Bag Wrestling, not even for any faults of the owner or anyone. I just was like, I'm not vibing with it, and I left. And then the company owner of that company left my company. Hey, what the fuck? Oh, Bloodyard. Oh, that was cool. There's one company that I always hear people want to see come back. Motherfucking No Limit Wrestling. Oh, NLW. Ooh-wee. That's a big name. A real big name. I love being able to reminisce. I love being able to hang out, vibe, talk about the good old days. Let's talk about the current days. Who is your guys' current favorite wrestler that's not yourself? Either you just like hearing about them, you think they're entertaining, you think they're funny, maybe you just want to fuck them. Who is your current favorite wrestler, guys? Currently, God, there's a few picks I could pick. I'm a big fan of Michael Brewer currently. He is taking names, punching tickets, and proving that he's a top fucking name. He's got the men's belt. in RAWF, which any belt in RAWF is a fucking good one to hold. He just won a #1 contender shot in LCW. He's not a fucking role. Clarification, I don't want to fuck him. I just think he's cool. God, I'm old. Gotta do another fucking stretch here. My bones hurt. Ugh. I'm standing in my fucking room right now. This hotel room. I'm standing this whole time staring at you blankly. I got the bandana on inside like a fucking dickhead. For all you know, there's a little tab at Starrfuel behind this bandana, and I'm slurping that shit. I'm slurping that shit up, brother. Has there ever been a radio host as unhinged and stupid as fuck as me? Probably. Let me tell you, it's fucking fun. Let me know to let loose. You go on after hours. I gotta be the extreme enigma. I gotta be. Hope you guys know that I'm coming to that pay-per-view, and I'm gonna kick everybody's ass. But here on Broken Teeth Radio, I can be Gavin Black. I can keep the face paint on and be a silly fucking idiot. So much fun. As much shit as I and others give you Enigma, I've got a soft spot for you. Thank you. Kicking my feet right now. Thank you. And Denzel, oh sorry, hold on, you're yelling. And Denzel on his whole giant stick always keeps me entertained, as does Kenta trying to beat up Denzel like a fool. I love yelling. I like that we're yelling right now. This is bonding. We're yelling right now. Love to see it. Caps lock. No, I pride myself on being uniquely entertaining. You don't get a lot of people. A lot of people here have been wrestling for fucking 15 years plus. So have I. Y'all, the Extreme Enigma is 37. But I'm moving like I'm 27. I'm shucking. I'm jiving. I'm having a great time. I'm doo-wopping it. Doo-wop is fucking hilarious. I love him. Every interaction I've had with Doo-wop is so chill. It's a great time. He's receptive. He talks with it. He doesn't have an ego. He doesn't have a lick of ego. But at the same time, I think he knows that he's good. When he locks in, he locks the fuck in. Always a wonderful time. I wish more people would have fun with themselves. Hey, whoa, not like that. Hey, whoa, don't jerk off in the feed. I wish more people would just like let themselves breathe a little more. Too many people take things so seriously nowadays. Somebody will get called a mean name in a match and be like, you hate me? I'm reporting you to WHR. It took me forever to find my groove, and I wanted to move away from just doing hardcore stuff all the time. I'm like, see, that's great. You made a conscious effort to change things up. That's why I like to see. Not many people do that. Too many people are satisfied being the character that walked into Wrestler Unstoppable like January 1st, 2010. Nobody wants to take risks anymore. When I returned in 2022, I looked around and I was like, fuck, man. I need to do something fucking different. Everybody's doing the same fucking shit. So I took the Extreme Enigma. I gave him a lot of energy drinks because I grew an addiction to those fuckers, all right. And I let loose. I was in International Wrestling Alliance surrounded by big muscle boys and people fucking on the beach in Sunset Beach. And I was like, you know what? We need a cuckoo crazy motherfucker. And I became that. A year later, I joined Radical American Wrestling Federation, a place mostly dominated by, again, big, muscly, meaty men. Big, meaty men. That was the antithesis to the idea. Chris Gage was already there. Chris Gage was already the typical, for all intents and purposes, emo roster member. But change things. You gotta be willing to change things up for yourself. Change the environment around you. If you don't make a solid effort to make things different, all you're doing is letting yourself rot. Rot. You gotta lock the fuck in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. What's wrong with big beefy men? They're not my type. I like twinks. I like skinny twinks that look like they haven't seen the sun in 5 days. Fuck. I mean, women are just, I fucking love women in general. You put a woman in front of me, I'm like, yeah, sweet, love that. You put a big beefy muscle man in front of me, I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to hug that without getting crushed? I got some muscle, but I'm not that fucking muscly. If I'm going to Pound Town with a big beefy bro, I'm getting my shit wrecked. I need a little depressed fucking twink is what I fucking need. But we're gonna go on a quick commercial break. I'm gonna turn that music up. We're gonna vibe out, and when I come back, we're gonna talk a little more. And if anybody leaves during the commercial break, go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding. We all got shit to do. See ya in a little while.
I can't take you to my wasteland. It's a world beyond that ice.
You know, I received possibly the funniest interpretation of the Extreme Enigma. That's me. I had my friend there, Mr. BWX Wrath, describe my my look and appearance as someone who looks like they huff NyQuil straight out the bag. What the fuck? No, but how's everybody doing today? Is everybody having a good day? I know I asked that earlier. I'm going to ask it again. Oh, God. I leaned back in my chair. Chat, I am fucking stuck. This ain't a great time. This is, in fact, a bad time. Having a pretty meh day. You know what you need? Some Starrfuel. No. Well, I have found that the best thing to do when you're having an day, when you're having a meh day, lean back, ignore the matches, and just vibe out. Don't read that feed. Don't let that feed get the better of you. You know, I sound like a little. Oh, what am I? Something funny. Oh God, I sound like a Hallmark character. Just don't let the bad things get to you. Everything's okay. Blah 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 blah. But like, nah. The world is too stressful. Just simply fucking ignore everybody. Can't not think about my matches. I'm always stressing about my pay-per-view. Yeah, real. That's fair. That is so real and based. Chad, is this based? Oh, God. You know? I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Today was just kind of the fuck it, let's hang out day. Might end it early, but here's a little something special for you. Here's a little something special I'm going to close the stream out with. Coming soon to RAWF. You're hearing this live here for the first time. Radical American Wrestling Federation will host the Halloween Costume Battle Royal. Boo, 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 boo. I talked with LA, and he is sounding pretty keen on this idea. I'm going to be hosting a 30-man Battle Royal in WWE 2K25. 30 wrestlers from RWF will sign up, pick a wrestler, and they want to represent them in the game. First come, first serve. And the winner will be the recipients of 1 million coins. Maybe 3 million, maybe 5 million. Maybe I just give you my whole fucking RAWF paycheck and whatever midnight hobo I can scrounge up. Now, working out the finer details with LA, waiting for a good time to announce it for Graveyard Smash. It's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to it. But, ladies and gentlemen, what is your paycheck anyways? Fuck, that's a good question. So, with the Superstars title, I earn about $2,500 a week. The tag team titles, I got a $10K bonus winning those. I figured a Fortnite player like yourself would know it was a battle royale. Fuck. Nah, but hey, if there's no other news I've missed from the feed this past week, then I do think we are due to put a stop to this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by for the first episode of Broken Teeth Radio Weekly News. This was the trial run. Next week, I'll hopefully be a little more organized. Hopefully we'll go for more than an hour, and we'll have more things to talk about. So for now, thank you for stopping by. Stay hydrated. Don't let the voices win. And this is a retirement scene. I will see you next time.